traditionally Filipino politicians are really personalities. It's always been personality driven, but the stakes this time is a lot higher. So about half of the 24 Senate seats are up for grabs. And the reason why it is such an important election is because if the Marcos can win the majority of the 12 seats, they will be in a position to impeach Sara Duterte, the current vice president. They want to stop her from being the candidate in the next presidential election. And the only way to do that is to impeach her. And to impeach her, they need 2/3 of the majority in the Senate. And therefore, Marcos has to win the majority of the 12 elected seats coming up.
So what is the origin of the breakdown in the relationship between Sara Duterte and Ferdinand Marcos Jr.?
So it depends on who you speak to. But basically, the breakdown came about because Bongbong Marcos, the current president, feel that he has the relationship between him and Sara Duterte has broken down. So they came together for political convenience. You're talking about the two of the biggest political dynasties in the Philippines. They came together in 2022 to win the presidential election. And immediately after that, tensions grew because Bongbong Marcos did not give Sara Duterte the cabinet position she wanted. So everything blew apart when Marcos decided to send the father to the ICC in The Hague. And basically, we are seeing an all-out war between all the political dynasties in the Philippines. One is aligned with Bongbong, the other is aligned with the Duterte families.
So how is it looking for Sara Duterte at the moment regarding the likely numbers in the Senate?
So at the present moment, if you follow the social media, she appears to have the momentum. Her team is called the Duterte 10, which is Duterte's team of 10 candidates. What is interesting is that her team includes a fugitive pastor and also the ex-police chief who was involved in the war on drugs. So there are some colorful characters, but on the Marcos side, you also have some colorful characters as well. You got people like the former boxing champion Manny Pacquiao, and also what is interesting is that the president's own sister, Amy Marcos, is actually supporting Duterte.
Yeah, and so, big implications from this election result for Sara Duterte?
Yes, if she were to lose the majority of the Senate seats to the Marcos opposition, to the Marcos governing coalition, it's very likely that she'll be impeached after this. And if she's impeached, she can't stand as a candidate for the next presidential election due in 3 years' time.
Could she face jail time as well?
Yes, it's very highly unlikely that she'll be charged because the charges against her are quite serious. It's about corruption. Basically, when she was in charge of ministry, the allegation is that she misspent a lot of the money there.
And her father is in jail in The Hague, as you mentioned, but he's the front runner for a mayor's position also to be decided at this election.
That's correct. So altogether, there's 18,000 public positions to be contested, and there's about 44,000 candidates contesting. So the father who's in jail currently is running for the mayor of Davao City. He was the mayor before. And it's interesting that the brother of Sara Duterte is running as a running mate. I have a feeling that the father will be elected because he's extremely popular in Davao City. So getting elected there will not be a problem. And you'll probably get the son to run the city.
So to what extent, to an outside observer, Philippines politics seems to be dictated by family traditions. To what extent is the Philippines suffering while this family war goes on and policy actually affecting people is neglected?
That's always been the case in the Philippines. Personality politics has always driven the Philippines. So the joke about the Philippine politics is that Philippine politics consists of the 3 Gs, guns, goons, and gold. But in this coming election, people are calling it the politics of power and the politics of revenge and the politics of survival. The little people in the street do not really factor in when the elites are fighting.
But when will the Filipino people see through this and be done with this if it's not serving them? They have the power through elections to get people into positions who are going to do the right thing by them and get rid of this dynastic struggle. So can you see a time when the people of the Philippines actually vote in politicians who are going to do the right thing by people on the ground?
I don't think that will happen for many years to come, because one of the reasons why we have this dynastic politics in the Philippines is due to patronage. The patronage system in the Philippines is very, very strong. So many of these land-owning companies and land-owning families and political dynasties, they control entire villages and entire provinces, and it's all due to patronage, all the way from the villager all the way to the politician himself and his family. So it's highly unlikely that we will see a reform in the Philippines for many years to come.
And how do you feel about that?
It's a terrible thing, but what it means is that we will see, the Philippines not being able to join the nations of ASEAN or becoming an economic superpower.
Okay, James Shin, thanks for talking to us from Hobart.
Thank you.